Really, folks, this shows you why you should take care of your cars and wash them properly, because this shouldn't be this way. Well, today's the day. 640i, almost ready for sale. Last step now is to get some tires. So these tires came bald, and now, as you can see, they are going to be replaced with some new ones. And after that, the final step of the cheapest 640i project and getting it flipped, we'll move to the let's get it for sale. By the way, guys, I use Tire Rack exclusively for my tires. I'm not sponsored by them, but I also use their mobile tire installation service, and it's been great. They've handled every car. The guys that come out here in the St. Louis area, they're great. You know, the job is done well every time. So Tire Rack, if you watch these things or anybody connected to Tire Rack, you know, I might be a just starting out YouTuber, but I would love a sponsorship and would love to tell everybody all about my experiences. All right, so new tires are on the 6 series, and the only thing we got left to do before selling it or listing it is getting the outside polished. So we've done all the work, getting the inside all set. We've seen that already, but this paint on the outside has been horrendous, and I'm going to attempt to do my very own paint correction here, because the cheapest 640i needs to have a cheap detail job. So let's do it. All right, wash is complete. So now for some decontamination, so we can see we can get down to the bottom of these swirls. It's got my clay mitt on. Can use some of my soap for some little lubricant, and let's get to it. As you can hear, it's kind of rough, but it's moving out. And it gets to be more like you're just gliding on some silk. Really, folks, this shows you why you should take care of your cars and wash them properly, because this shouldn't be this way. I'm not sure if the camera can pick this up, but you can see after washing and claying the roof, what we're dealing with here is kind of a dull sheen, and a lot of hard watermarks. Again, not picking it up, but let's see what happens if we do a little cutting and stuff with and polishing. All right. Got a little cutting wax on here, some compound stuff. Got our spots in here. Let's see what happens. I keep saying let's see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm doing here. So either I'm gonna ruin whatever finishes on this paint, or I'm gonna make it great. Let's find out. Okay, so this is the before, and it's a faux pas. You get closer to it. Yeah, it's still a little wet, and you've seen some of the streaks, but overall, it's a swirl disaster with fine scratches like this all over it and stuff like that. So I'm about to go cut this thing and polish it. So far, the other stuff that's been done off camera, I'm impressed with my own work. I don't think it's professional level, but for a car that I'm about to sell, and probably gonna sell on the low, relatively speaking, it's good enough. I mean, I'd rock it, but I wouldn't necessarily call this professional detailer quality. All right, y'all, so I'm done. Did the best I could. There is some clear coat damage in some spots like this. Perhaps somebody a little more talented than I can fix that. I am just a beginner. I've never done a paint correction before, but I am actually pleased with my own work here. The swirls are gone. All the hard watermarks are gone. Looks good. It looks good. I mean, it's not perfect. It wasn't gonna be perfect. It's better than it was. And I believe this is a car I would be more than happy to drive if I was gonna keep it, but this is not for me. And this is still the cheapest 640 with the cheapest paint correction job and cheapest everything. So it's for sale soon. A little bit more of a review coming a little bit later, but I think I'm happy with what I've done today. There it is, my favorite chime. Something is going on with the BMW. In this case, it's the parking brake. Something is up with the actuator. I don't have to plan on fixing that. The car does go in park, so whoever buys it, you all can take care of it. But as you can see, we're driving, transmission shifts, no problems. We can brake, we can do all this stuff. Drives like a normal car. Yeah. Now, my greedy part of myself would love to keep this. I really am fighting myself here. But honestly, I live in a very urban environment, meaning I live in a city block. I don't have a lot of room for a lot of cars, nor do I have the want to insure as many cars and insure a car like this. So it's got to go. And I did buy initially to flip it. I didn't know that I would actually end up liking it, but so it goes. The 6 Series is actually, I think, a splendid car. I mean, it's comfortable. You can get down when you want to. I was jokingly calling it my town car, as I've had it and been using it around St. Louis while getting it together. But it's got to go. So this will be for sale. I am considering putting it on Mods and Miles, because this is not, I think, Cars and Bids or Bring a Trailer Perfect, but it is good enough of anything for that site. Not that they have bad cars, but I think Bring a Trailer and Cars, well, Bring a Trailer especially, reading the comment sections, I mean, there's no way there's any car. I think even my brand new, when I bought this Vienna X3, when we got it brand new, I don't even think it would be in condition enough to sell it on that site. I mean, the sport of going on Bring a Trailer and picking cars apart or whatever proves the point that you really, not just any car goes there, and it's got to be something meticulously taken care of, which it should be. But these guys on that site, I mean, it's legitimately nuts. This car here, this 640, this is, I could see this at a CarMax or even at a dealership, used car lot, and people would be perfectly fine with it. But outside of that, no. This car, I mean, it's good enough. Let's just leave it at that. So today we've already, previously I have done all the polishing. I thought I did a good job doing paint correction, but now seeing under more light, I think probably I need something a little bit more grittier to go in there to really get deep down in this paint. And that's gone beyond where my comfort level is really. I mean, part of me wants to try it again, but the other part of me knows that this is the time where I'll probably burn the paint or do something bad where it'll be even more damage than it's already there. And as it stands right now, again, this is probably used car quality, car is shiny, but not show car quality where you don't see anything. I mean, it looks good. Even up close, it don't look that bad. It's just not, hey, this is my pride and joy, and I don't drive it in the rain. It never comes out of the garage anytime. This is a car for somebody who wants to drive a nice luxury car, feel good in it, and go fast every now and then. So, as you can probably hear, that's sport mode there, so it's holding on the gears. All right, so y'all know what time it is. YouTubers seem to always do this, and I'm not doing this as a gimmick. I actually am here to actually just sell the car, be done with it, and get out of the flipping business. So they offered an attractive offer for the car being in fair condition. I'm not gonna lie and say it's in great or good condition, but it is fair. I mean, I drive it, but I want to be out of this and get on to other things. So see ya. Let's see if this works. All right, so just like that, we say goodbye to the 6 Series over there. It was a fun flip project, but like Tyler Hoovey, total money losing such a deal, and so now we're into this Mini, which will be going to my child. So anyways, guys, it was a fun project, and on to the next thing. So I would be skipping a huge part if I didn't talk about what the financials were on this. So I bought the 640i last summer for $8,000. Then I paid about $1,000 to ship the car, so that's $9,000 so far. After getting the car and recognizing what shape it was all in, I recognized it was more than just mechanical work. And as you have seen in the past videos, it had a lot of interior damage and body damage. So I began getting the parts from eBay Motors, obviously, to fix all the interior parts that were torn or broken and stuff like that. And those parts, I don't have a calculator in front of me, that was about $1,200. So now we're into the car for about $10,200. The tires, I bought the cheapest Kumos I could that fit the car. That was about $600. So let's say we're about $11,000. I'm gonna round up a little bit. And then to make it worse, we're still talking about the mechanical parts. So the transmission kit to fix that, and then the HVAC parts, those were another $300. So around $11,300 or so. So I had hoped initially to have been able to sell the car between $15,000 to $16,000, which is about fair market retail value for the car for a private party seller. Wholesale value on the car was about $8,000. In fact, CarMax did offer me $9,400 for the car, so I can't be too mad at that. It was a fair offer. However, one of the things that I haven't spoken about yet is I bought the car and I had to pay sales tax on the car. And because I didn't register the car right away, or at least file the title, there are late fees added on that. So had I taken the CarMax money, that would have required me to actually properly title the car and stuff like that, instead of just passing them the signed title that I have. So that kind of became a no-brainer. Hence why I traded the car in, and drum roll, I got $8,000 on trade. And mainly because of all the body damage. It's just, stuff you couldn't really see past. You have a bumper that needed to be resprayed, front bumper that had some damage onto it and stuff like that. So it really was a means to an end. I had to move it, and my time limit of having the car was up. So that's how it went. So anyways, guys, I guess I've proved what other YouTubers have said, which is these are all losing propositions. So take it from me. You got to be a little smart if you want to flip a car, and perhaps I'll try something a little less outrageous than a 6 Series. So guys, if you enjoy this content, this channel, and what I'm doing, I would appreciate a like, a subscribe. Tell people I'm really trying hard to kind of get to that point where this actually becomes monetized, but I'm not even anywhere close to that. So anybody who watches, anybody who subscribes, be great. I think I'm at around 250 subscribers or so. I would love to see 300 in a month. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.
I'll be fucking around here and you guys won't be here. What you got?